We have the CEO of Teacher Service Commission, Madam Evelyn here, as a wave.
Teachers did their work in preparing the candidates for the examinations.
As it is the order, let us complete to the prayer and our prayer.
Thank you very much. Our Principal Secretary, all protocol observed, all the officers' family, to thank our CS. For our CS, we don't take it for granted that we are, and we want to really appreciate your ministry. We want to appreciate. We will be looking forward for you, the central. I want to thank, and you are here today, and going by your word that you are complex to be complete. This is a challenge of all my colleagues, the principals. I want to applaud the ministry for 9 to grade 10, and as I stand here, KCSE is start in our country. Thank you so much. Thank you all the stakeholders for the teamwork that we have to ensure that this event is successful.
Minister, Waziri Julius Legos, our chair of the NEC Council, Professor Julius Bundi, our CEO, NEC and CEO TSC, all protocols observed. Good morning. Allow me at the beginning, Waziri, to thank you for your excellent leadership in this sector. We have seen a lot of coordination, a lot of positive in terms of how you have been able to manage and coordinate the sector. I don't know whether what the chair or the chair of the NEC was saying, it is because of the Juliuses that follow each other. And the sector is really. You know, I say this because I got a call from one of the stakeholders who was in here a few days ago and said, for the first time in many years, he told me he's 25 years old in the profession, he has never seen capitation released before school opened. So, you know, I'm doing the sector, so I'm home this morning to be part of this important process of releasing results for 993,226 graduating class of 2025. The results are good, and I want to take this opportunity to congratulate the class of 2025 KCSE. Waziri, the state of competence-based education is strong. We are doing everything under your leadership to ensure that we put competence-based education on track. We know we are in the third last cohort of KCSE, but the future is really bright in matters of education in this country. We have been able to place 1.1 million learners transiting from junior school to senior school. We have given them an opportunity for the first time also to do their first revision. For those who didn't like their pathways, we give them an opportunity to have revised the first time, and we are giving them also a second chance. If they didn't like again the first revision, we are giving them a chance that is closing today. So these are record things. The system is very transparent. We are using a very open and digital and transparent process to be able to ensure that every learner in this country gets an opportunity to go to any school of their choice, depending on their capacity of these schools. Waziri, allow me also at this juncture to thank all the teams. These examinations of 2025 has been approached as a whole government approach. We have our teams from Ministry of Education, our field officers, we have our Ministry of Interior, including GAO, including the DCI, including the entire security apparatus of this country. We have our Ministry of ICT, including Communication Authority, and many stakeholders who have worked with us, which I want to thank very sincerely for the work they have done. As I went up Waziri, allow me at this point to assure all our stakeholders who participated in 2025 exam that we are working very closely with Treasury and their dues will be paid as soon as possible. We are working on that.
Good morning again. Good morning. Ladies and gentlemen, examination and assessments have always stood at the heart of education. They serve not merely as a measure of learning, but as a compass that guides the nation's future. As the Kenya Certificates of Secondary Education KCSE examination draws to a close with the phasing out of the 844 system, we recognize its historic role in shaping generations of learners. Yet, education must always evolve to meet the demands of a dynamic world. The transition to competency-based assessment marks a decisive step forward, one that shifts our focus from rote memorization to the demonstration of skills, values, and knowledge that empower learners to thrive in the 21st century. It is in this spirit of transition that we gather today to mark the release of the results of the third to last cohort to undertake the KCSE examination, even as we celebrate the progression of the very first cohorts under the competency-based education into senior school this coming Monday. In order to enhance access, we are expanding infrastructure across our basic education institutions. In the financial year 2024-2025, we built a record 23,000 classrooms across the country to support the transition of the first grade 9 cohort. This year, we will construct a total of 1,600 laboratories in various senior schools in order to support practical learning. To anchor these reforms on a solid legal and policy foundation, we will soon be presenting a sessional paper and 11 bills to Parliament for consideration and enactment. Once passed, this will help entrench efficiency and effectiveness in our education system and affirm its competitiveness globally. We continue to support our learners with capitation in fulfillment of the government's obligation to provide free and compulsory basic education. For this school year, for instance, we released the sum of 44.2 billion shillings as capitation for learners in all public basic education institutions ahead of school opening. This is the first time that capitation has been disbursed before schools open. Health institutions are expected to ensure prudent use of these public resources for the benefit of learners and to desist from imposing any extra levies or fees upon parents. The candidates whose results are released today are now expected to transit tertiary institutions, either in universities or TVET institutions. At the tertiary level, we are implementing the student-centered funding model, by which the government supports students and trainees by way of scholarships and loans, depending on the level of need of each learner. To enhance access and affordability, fees for academic programs in our public universities have also been rationalized by between 15% and 40%, so that the fees for university education programs range from 5,800 to 75,000 per semester, depending on the program of study. I call upon all eligible candidates, therefore, to apply for placement programs of their choice once the process starts.